Welcome to Cooking with Mrs.Cherie. Today we're going to make cinnamon buns out of biscuits. Mainly because I have never learned how to make dough. So I've always made my cinnamon buns out of something that's already prepared. Okay, first I'm going to put a little flour on my hands and knead these together. Not just so that I can roll them out. And put a little flour on my rolling pin. And start to roll. I'm trying to roll them on the paper because I don't have any white flour. All I use is whole wheat flour. So I'm going to roll this out the best I can, and I'm going to be back with you. Okay, I had to get rid of that paper. It didn't work the way I thought it would. I'm going to have to do it the old-fashioned way I always did it, like this. And we're going to roll it until we can get it flat enough to make the cinnamon rolls. Now this is going to take a minute, so I'm going to go and get it done. Just wanted to show you that I had to give up that paper. I thought I could do it with less mess, but that didn't work. So I'll be back when I'm done. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to put a little butter on here so that the other ingredients will stick. Even though it's got butter all through it, but it's not enough to let the cinnamon and the brown sugar and stuff stick. Okay, so this is done, and I have to put on brown sugar and some nuts and stuff, and I'll be back. I'm going to put on a little more butter because I want everything to stick. Okay. And now I'm going to put on cinnamon. Okay, I'm going to take my brush and make it a little even. Try to make it a little more even. A little butter on it, but that's alright. And I'm going to put brown sugar. Now everybody in the house eats this. I taste a little corner of it because I can't have all that sweets. But I taste stuff that I cook. But that's it. Taste. But they love it around here. Especially the little ones. Okay, and now this is golden raisins, a few of those. Raisins. Try to make them as evenly as possible. And then some chopped nuts. Now you're going to take your hand and smash them so that when you roll them, they won't all fall off like that. Then you start to roll them. And you should get cinnamon rolls just a little bigger than the biscuits were. Like this. And you're gonna always pinch them at the end and put that at the bottom. I'm gonna let that sit a minute. You know, maybe rise a little bit from me smushing on it so much. And I'll be back. Okay, now I'm going to cut them about so thick. Okay, and these at the end, I put the end on the bottom like that. Pretty much put them in the pot like you would if you was going to cook the biscuits. You can see that. So I'm going to continue to put them in. Okay, that's what's gonna make it. Won't fill up the whole pot. So I'm gonna sprinkle what's little left. Put a little more brown sugar on the top. Put a little more room between them. Kind of close in together there. Yeah, I think I put brown sugar on all of them. Okay. I'm going to slip in the oven for about 10 to 12 minutes. And I'll be back with you. Okay, this is out the oven and it's cooled a little bit. So I'm going to transfer it to a plate and then I'm going to put the icing on it. Okay, I'm going to put the icing on it while it's warm. This here is just plain some icing I bought. There's no sugar added. Even though they eat it, I try to give them as less sugar as possible. This is Pillsbury. You can see it this way. Pillsbury, sugar-free. And they love icing, even though they probably won't know that it's sugar-free. Sometimes you gotta spring some surprises on them. Okay, now all of this gonna melt because it's still kind of warm. I'm gonna let it sit and melt into it, and I'll show you when it's done. There. Okay, this is the finished product. I'm gonna take a piece of it and taste, but I'm not gonna go crazy because this is white dough and me and it don't get along, but I'm gonna taste it because ooh, kind of hard to resist. Now that's good. Don't even recognize the biscuit. It's incognito. Anyway, thank you for tuning in with Cooking with Miss Cherie. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and make a comment. Always stay safe. Be blessed. Like I say, it's a jungle out there. I love y'all, and see you next time on Cooking with Miss Cherie.